All right, Mary.
Dane Cook.
Tell us about this body positivity influencer who is pushing for size-inclusive hotels and travel accommodations.
Well, I mean, you kind of just told us, didn't you?
Well,
Fair point. Okay, well that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. This woman made a TikTok where she basically like draws out a very, very detailed
She
plan.
like made a whole policy plan. She's a politician at this point. She has 10 reforms that she wants them to implement in all the airlines, all the hotels, and I presume this would be like enforced by the law globally, like the global government
It would
is
be
going
American.
to make sure.
And then here's the thing: like, would this fall under the Americans with Disabilities Act?
maybe. All I know is the fats are getting really uppity.
Look, there's already accessibility in hotels. There's already accessibility in travel.
Well, let's listen to what her suggestions are, shall we? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna.
She's literally like, you need to make big chairs for my big fat ass. Like, come
Basically.
on.
Okay, hold on.
Please hold.
I'm on a mission to revolutionize the travel industry and make it a more accessible, accepting, accommodating place for all. The needs of plus-size travelers matter just as much as anybody else.
Why do you talk so
I'm gonna cover
fast?
what we are looking for in accessible, size-inclusive hotel amenities. Size-inclusive hotel amenities are crucial for ensuring that plus-size
For somebody who wants like this stuff to be accessible, she could have put closed captions in there for the hearing impaired.
So true.
travelers feel welcomed, accommodated, and comfortable during their stay. We deserve an environment that respects our needs and body diversity. These are the exact steps that hotels can take to be more size inclusive and accessible for travelers of all sizes.
Go
Number
on.
1 on the list, provide sturdy, wider chairs without armrests. In guest rooms, lobbies, and common
There's a
areas.
$20 one there from Burgundy Blue.
Oops, sorry, missed that one. Hey, sorry to get political, but I get a kind of conservative vibe from you guys, and I would like to know if you guys are conservative and what aspect of the modern conservative movement do you guys agree or disagree with? I'm sorry for laughing. Responses from y'all?
Well, I found out yesterday that I'm left/woke adjacent, so it
You're both woke adjacent and a fascist, so
at the same time. Yes.
I mean,
okay.
I'm Christian.
How about you, Dane?
But I'm not a Republican.
Well, it's not like, are you conservative? Are you conservative?
I mean, I think the conservative part of me is that I am religious, and I think that's like conservative, right? But then I also work in a hippie commune, so I don't know what you know.
True. And I guess I can give you the most straightforward answer. Like, yeah, I'm pretty conservative, and I'm also religious.
I'm none of any of those things. It's why me and Mary have such a ball at work every day, because she's conservative and I'm just
We just hate the same people.
Exactly. It makes strange bedfellows.
But I like that we're the kind of podcast where you would have to ask that kind of question, and we're not shoving our political views down your throat.
I'm gonna get a shirt that says woke adjacent. I'm gonna get that made. All right, here, let's continue. I don't want to start over. I'm sorry, I can't start over. Let's put it back on screen. Here we go.
Inclusive and accessible for travelers of all sizes. Number 1 on the list, provide sturdy, wider chairs without armrests. In guest rooms, lobbies, and common areas to accommodate different body sizes and types. Number 2 on the list, ensure beds with strong support and a higher
Love the Zoom.
capacity,
Yeah.
along with providing reinforced chairs and wider bathroom facilities. Number 3, make elevators and hallways spacious to allow for easy movement of larger individuals and those utilizing mobility devices.
Somebody said if they make the halls wider, the rooms will be smaller. I approve of this.
Well, she didn't mention the doorways. Should the doorways be wider?
She'll get to it.
4, install grab bars in showers and near toilets. Offer
Look,
adjustable
these
handheld
disabled
shower heads
hotel rooms
and
are
raised
already a
toilet seats
thing. Like,
for
that's
added
not a new thing.
accessibility. Number 5, train staff to be respectful, understanding, and accommodating to travelers of all sizes.
You should be respectful and accommodating to all your guests because you want them to come back so you can make more money. But I get what she's saying.
Number 6, provide pool lifts and handrails at the entry of the pool. This will allow for plus-size guests and guests with different abilities to enjoy all amenities. Number 7, hotel restaurants should have roomy seating options and sturdy chairs, ensuring that everybody can dine comfortably. Number 8, offer larger beach and pool seating. Provide oversized loungers and seating at the beach.
Is dining comfortable for her?
I think this is the lady who said.
Does dining get uncomfortable for her?
I think this is the lady who said that she wanted that airlines should be required to let her get 2 seats for the price of 1 when she flies.
them fats.
I mean, maybe anybody who's been stuck in a middle seat between two fat people would think that's a good idea, but pay for 2 seats.
On travelers of all sizes and abilities to be comfortable. Number 9, hotels should provide size-inclusive bathrobes. These should go up to a size 6X and beyond. And hotels.
This is a mental illness.
You know who she should collaborate with?
Who?
The 600 pound guy?
Nikocado Avocado?
Eugenia Cooney.
Who's that?
Oh, Eugenia Cooney.
They should do the opposite ends of the spectrum, or maybe like they should like if they travel together, she could just get the rest of Eugenia Cooney's chair.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who she should collaborate with? Sweet Green.
They'll also provide bath sheets or
Salad.
plus-size friendly towels so that travelers of all sizes and abilities can use them comfortably. And last but not least, this is an important one. Display clear and accurate information on these amenities on hotel websites. Include weight limits, seat dimensions, and things like that. And include information on the size-inclusive amenities available. This will help plus-size travelers make informed decisions. By implementing these size-inclusive hotel amenities, hotels can become more inclusive and accommodating. Be sure to hit that follow button for more plus-size travel tips and share this with someone who you think would help.
Chris Christie liked the video. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. It's
This is a mental illness, and just as much as, you know, Eugenia's condition, this is someone slowly killing themselves, and you should be treated like it. Everyone on that video we made recently about Eugenia was saying, like, this woman needs to be institutionalized and locked up and forced to recover because she is slowly killing herself.
my point.
How
with this
is it
like,
not
look,
a similar situation for someone who's also on death's door, feeding themselves to death?
It is not my business whether this lady eats herself to death. It is, however, they don't have a right to tell society that they have to bend to their will while doing that, right? Like,
I mean, the U.S. is the fattest Western country, right?
Yeah.
We already have all of the amenities you could possibly need if you're, like, fat, like this fat.
Yeah.
Like Wall-E fat, those people.
I guess it. Well, go ahead.
One of my favorite memes on Twitter is that it's Homer on the scale, and the captions he's like 260, and the caption says like this was comically fat in the 90s.
Yeah. They do that with George Costanza and like Lena Dunham in the 2000s. Like,
Yeah.
our
Like,
standards are definitely changing. But Chet Hanks recently offered some wisdom on this. He said, maybe I should pull up the video.
can you send it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you the video. But he made new parameters for like whether you know a girl
This is one
fat.
of those. It's like, look, nobody's gonna make fun of somebody. Like, at least I'm not gonna make fun of somebody who's overweight. But the idea that like you're going to implement public policy around such things is ridiculous. Though it actually might be more.
sent you the video.
It might be more fair than you realize when you really do think that America is as fat of a country as it is now.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Like,
mean,
so
you're-
maybe what she's like, I'm like, we're having a joke at her expense a little bit here because the idea of these policies is kind of ridiculous, right? But at the same time, as America becomes a fatter and fatter country, maybe it isn't all that far off. So the idea that there are influencers in this realm isn't really all that shocking. So here's the video. Words of wisdom. It's a daily Chet formation, if you will.
Yeah, we're bringing back the Chet
If
formation.
the ass and titties stick out more than the gut, then
Let's start from the beginning.
if the ass and titties stick out more than the gut, then she's not fat.
Go off, King.
The
Go off.
silence after that is so loud.
If the ass and titties stick out more than the gut,
So
then she's
Good
not.
old Chet.
that's his polemic.
She's not fat. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's just always on the ball, isn't he?
Deadman says the demand she made about the 2 seats on planes is in the next play video. Let's go look at that.
Chet Hanks for Speaker of the House.
I agree.
Yeah.
Bitch, I said what I said.
Now I'm gonna get copyrighted. Some
There we
people
go.
need 2 seats on a plane. If the second one should be free. That's insane.
Wait, what? Read the caption to find out. Let's say, it's in a world where we should all be striving for equality, it's time to confront an issue that has long been swept under the rug. The unequal treatment of plus-size travelers when it comes to air travel. What
world-
about the people who have to sit next to you?
The world doesn't bend to your whims just because it's not like the word inclusive has become insane.
Why should we be charged for a second seat? It's like, why should I have to face the consequences of my own actions?
Because you take up 2 seats. It's not that difficult. There's a $20 one there from Burgundy Blue.
What does it say?
says-
this isn't just a mental illness. This is a physical illness. I think her video is actually important, though. It inspired me to lose weight out of spite. LOL.
Like I'm sorry, but if you take up 2 seats, then you take up 2 seats. Remember the lady who bought she bought the 3 seats and turned it into a makeshift first class with saran wrap or whatever? Like, she had to buy 3 seats because she wanted 3 seats. You have to buy 3 seats because you take up 3 seats. I'm sorry, but that's the way the world works.
It's been a big week in progressives taking L's.
I want I want to eat 2 McDonald's cheeseburgers. I should get the second one for free because, right?
And then you get this fat.
And then I become that.
Yep.
And then, yeah. Like, look, I'm
Slippery slope.
doing my best to not be rude here. I just find it weird that people want people to bend to their whims. When you know what the society misses more than anything. Remember growing up? Maybe this was before your time, Mary. But when I was growing up, and I wanted something, and I was told no, I would then say that is not fair, and I would get hit with this classic line: "Life's not fair." I missed that. It was a beautiful thing when somebody just shut you down and said, "Look, sometimes life fucking sucks." And that's the way of the world. It's always going to be that way. Things aren't always going to bend to your will and to your whims. Amazingly, plenty of people end up making changes of their own because life becomes so untenable in the state that they're in, right? You have to make changes. Like, would I have been better off being like, look, I'm addicted to drugs. The world should just provide me with a home and provide me with all the things I need so I can destroy myself with drugs. No. Now, I don't know her condition. I don't know if she has...
For a lot of people, their idea of harm reduction is exactly that.
I don't know if she's got a medical condition that keeps her that way. I don't know. But I know that even if that's true, you don't make policy based on the minority of the cases.
I'm sorry. There's no thyroid condition that makes you 600 pounds.
So, you know...
I'm going to say it. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Bold.
It's just all narcissism and the idea that the world is supposed to conform to you at every turn.
I mean, the second you watch a show,
I wonder how a person
My
in a wheelchair-
600-pound life, you see that these people are mentally ill, and it is a mental illness that needs to be treated that makes them compulsively eat themselves to death like this. And we should not be reasoning with these people. Like, you're literally negotiating with terrorists, but you're negotiating with someone who is not in their right mind.
You know, and the pathology typically is that the food is the reward. And they, in their day, they're just scheduling all these events to where, like, well, I did this at least, so I should be rewarded. And the reward is food. And it's, I don't know.
Until your dopamine receptors are just fried.
Fried?
It's
Yes,
just sort of
they
like a
are fried.
self-fulfilling
Deep-fried.
prophecy.
Deep fried.
Kentucky fried dopamine receptors.
It's crazy, and it's like I wonder how people like I have a friend who is he's quadriplegic, and he advocates very heavily for like accessibility for wheelchairs, accessibility for the handicapped. How he feels about like I wonder what he feels about like people who say like I'm perfectly able-bodied, I just weigh a lot, like how they feel taking up a similar cause to him. And then in a lot of ways,
yeah, like, hey,
making a
we're in the
mockery
same
of it.
category.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
no. I mean, one thing you should address is the fact that, like, Europe, because all of their buildings are way older than American buildings, they don't have accessibility.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that we could talk about in terms of accessibility. Not the fact that you need a 6 extra large bathrobe in your hotel room.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.